Ben?
No, but I think you might be a neutral enough party
I
and
think
have
Ben
enough
respects
interest.
Peter.
Yeah, I'm saying if not.
Yeah, no, I understand.
We went live again, just so you guys know. And if I might interject about that, we could actually, instead of having to worry about the passwords for gaining control, that we can do what we did last time, which is just create a new station, shorter name, and contact them and tell them that we've created a new station and use this one.
No, but
As our premium channel.
he has
That's
the
how Adora
best
did it
one.
last time.
He has the one. They just gave him OccupySF, which is our target site. If we had our dreaders, we would want the live stream OccupySF. So
Do you
I
like?
think that we should just go and get all of them. We should just talk to them and get FPSF and get all of them.
Have you? Okay, well, I don't know if that'll work or not. I mean, what do you think? Can you do that? Can we do that legally?
Yes, I believe we can.
Are we going to send a cease and desist? Because then I can go after the FPSF. So otherwise, we haven't made a claim there that's caused.
I do have a station that's OccupySFTV. It's nice and short, sweet and simple. It's already under my control, and I can sign it over to you before we even go premium.
It's good to keep that. Maybe we can use that for a different theme. But I still think that we need. I mean, we could have several live stream channels, each with
Right.
their own. You know, it's like switching the channel on a different content theme.
Right, but I know somebody's got to be able to
We want to have
monitor and control it.
We
So-
want to be able to control OccupySF. We don't want Ben to have that. We don't want any other random person to have that. Ben's not coordinating with us and making ridiculous
Right.
demands in order to
Well,
coordinate.
what do you think? You said that you mentioned FDSF site. That person's been wanting to coordinate with us.
Yes,
So
and then as Bell said, and I admit I overreached there. We should just coordinate with Buddha. He was willing to the last time I talked to him. Maybe which is why I subconsciously haven't mailed that letter yet. Because I know the last time I talked to him, he was willing to work with me, but then when I got back to Ben and Adora, they had already written the whole idea off. They didn't want to talk to Buddha. So now they're not really in the picture. I think they had a problem with it, not anyone else. So maybe we can just work with
proceed with you on the basis that at this point,
I just sent a meter message to Peter.
there's a good chance that Buddha is restreaming this right now. There's three viewers, so.
this might be a good test of how we can work together, as you were saying, with affiliate stations off of OccupySF. And then tomorrow, if we have a meeting to hear back from Peter, I think I'll call corporate and explain what's going on so that Ben can keep his channel but not the premium.
Right.
And the premium will go to OccupySF and be ours because we're representing OccupySF.
And we may want to work with Buddha Q and get that transferred to you, so it's in a neutral party, it's in our attorney's party in trust, and then let him continue to moderate because he's doing a good job. He has more viewers than we ever dreamed of having.
I mean,
and
That should be part of your procedures. Is any accounts open in the future are set up in this manner, so that it can be transferred to anybody and not be held hostage like it is now.
That should be
So
written down.
that should be a
And
procedure.
one of the
That should
main,
write up.
That's a good one.
might I interject?
done.
I'm going to turn the camera on myself here. One of the reasons that this is a concern for who's controlling what is because if you have a link on there and it's for funding, it says for media group, Occupy San Francisco, whatever, and it's not going to the proper group, Occupy San Francisco, to help with actual needs of feeding the people that are out here on the streets, frontline soldiers, giving them something warm to wear during these cold winter months, and the technical aspect, bringing to you live the coverage. This equipment isn't given to us like some people. We have to pay for it on our own. So that's a concern of ours as to where's that money going, because if somebody's just sitting at home collecting money on behalf of Occupy San Francisco and they're not doing anything with it but putting it in their own pocket, that's just as bad as the banks. So that is a major concern here and why we're discussing this.
I mean, I'm glad to open up any account as long as it doesn't require credit checks and money. I'm not going to put my life on line. I'm going to put myself financially on line. But I'll never be live streaming. I'll never really have anything to do with live streaming. So I can hold the accounts if you guys want me to. I don't care.
I appreciate your input, and that's why I asked you to come, because I find you to be intelligent and somebody that has a valid concern with the way the system is run, and I value your opinion. You know?
I've always held that they should be held by the attorney in trust, because there's a very clear legal duty that they have, and it's very clear that due to their acting as our attorney, that they're not holding them personally. And that's been the reoccurring theme is no matter who ends up owning it, there's that chance, and there's been very often occurrence that they then see it as their property and don't coordinate with us if they get angry, and use that as a tool. I'm not saying you ever would, but it's happened enough that I think...
I'm just saying you need somebody outside your group.
I think, yes, well, I still think
Yeah, the way this live stream group argues, you know, there's so many arguments with this group. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if it's me or somebody else.
Well, we haven't...
Let's get somebody non-related to the group so that they can't be holding the numbers hostages. The passwords and everything.
We haven't had a steady group since I got here.
That's Bell's only function in the group so far, is to hold the password.
Right.
But that should be a procedure written up.
And she's done well. She didn't touch the other ones. She kept them sealed until GA said.
No, I understand. You're saying we should write that up. That should be written up.
Yeah, all accounts can be held in trust, not private ownership. And even if Bell leaves and we have no attorney to hold it in trust, then there should be a clear agreement written up that everyone keeps a copy that is not their personal property and must be surrendered upon a consensus.
You could have a box at the bank where there's all these vital papers that includes all your passwords. That way, if anything happens to somebody, what if they're in a coma? Have the passwords, have all the relevant information in what do they call those things? When you go to the banks. No, it's
Safety deposit.
Safety deposit box. That's a good thing to have, all the vital stuff for OccupySF, the bank account statements, passwords.
Something to look into.
But just get them away from anybody so that you don't run into a problem with any person, whoever it is, has God forbid an accident or a physical problem. You go to the safety deposit box, pull it out, there's all the information, now you're good to go.
And then the two people have the key.
Well, whoever has the,
That would be an issue.
has to be set up, has to be figure that out. But the main thing is that nobody holds these passwords in the future, because these people, for whatever reason, start taking something personally. They think that those passwords are theirs and they're going to hold them hostage. Well, fuck that. That's bullshit.
Yeah, well, I think if they're held in trust,
Something.
that's the best situation, because the attorney has to do what the client says. So
Yeah, but what if something happens to your attorney? If they're in a safety deposit box that the movement has access to, maybe you take the keys from one safety deposit box, put them in another, and give those keys to somebody that is totally unrelated to anything. I don't know. I don't know.
then it's still
You gotta
one
come up with that.
person
You gotta
that
come up with
could
something.
get
You gotta figure it out. I don't know how to do it. I'm not saying, but that's a good thing to cover. Are there any other concerns that needs to be handled? So what you want to look at is anything that a human being can have a problem with, they're going to have it. So count that as a fact. So is there anything else that you need to cover for the live stream process that can address any human foible, jealousy, anger, other irrational form of behavior?
Accidental death or dismemberment.
Well, that's just that's separate. You're talking about somebody operating within your group that can cause a problem. You don't need it. The bullshit's got to stop with this group. This can't be
That's
a
why we're here.
high-profile group of people that, you know, got these rants going on the internet and all this other
Yeah,
stuff. It's gotta stop.
I'm tired of it too. So
Well,
that's why we're here.
that's what this
Hey,
is for.
we got Blondie. You gonna come over here and join us for the meeting? Another live stream team member showing up, hiding in the corner, taking care of live stream business.
Didn't know what was going on over here.
Yeah, man, you're invited, of course. So we're drawing up guidelines and procedures. So, can you read it back to him, Rob, what we have so far?
Well, you need to start from the top.
Oh, yeah, when you're done. He's finishing off.
Communication between members must be respectful and courteous, whether in person or an email. Assignments to be done in timely fashion, including details and duties. Duties include returning OSF property. All accounts are held in trust, not private ownership. Maybe safe deposit box. All differences to be worked out between live stream, group, and then comms.
If the live stream gives us a name to resolve the issue.
What do you think?
Sounds perfect. Everything sounds.
We gotta cover anything else. Anything else that you guys
Yeah, I mean-
can think of that involves live streaming for this movement. It's trying to think of this paper now, so the group can figure out, is this group of items what we need to make us operate cohesively,
Right.
functionally, purposefully?
Well, I'd like to ask,
That's what you need.
I'd like to ask legal, what do you think, Val Star? This is a good start. Are we gonna need to?
I'm thinking about it, and it is a good start. Rather than get too legal, I'd rather keep it at what people can understand at this point.
Yes, keep it simple, stupid.
Pretty much. So it actually isn't. The standard for a contract, if you'll pardon me a moment, is a meeting of the minds and a bargain for exchange. And so this will allow for a meeting of the minds, whereas legalese are getting too weird about it.
Right?
And of course, the consideration is using the equipment, having the access.
Responsibility.
And on the side of Occupy Livestream, the great consideration that people will have their streaming associated with us.
Great. So, what do you guys think? Should we close this meeting down for now and consider, or do we need?
Anybody else have any ideas? Now's the time to share them.
I'd
We-
like to
I mean-
revisit the website issue. We don't have a web page.
Right.
I think we should.
Well, there's the video page where you click on the link to go to the linked videos.
Well, where are you going to get a free webpage? Because
Oh yeah, there is the stream.
Yeah.
Probably at YouTube.
See if you. Yeah. Let me slide over there with you. What do you got? You doing any passwords? Do I need to hold this away?
No.
Good.
Media.
So,
Oh wait.
now the stream's on the other page. Yeah. So,
We're going to have a.
there's,
If we have enough food today.
there's a quad view, but
Take it out and have a outreach somewhere.
you know, these are-
Busy part of town.
these are things that need to be corrected onto what's actually
Well,
on
I
the
just
content.
don't-
But this is our page. This is,
Okay.
you know.
So we do have a page.
All over town.
All right.
And
All right. So.
Yeah. We've already got the page there. All we need to do is talk to the web group and find out who's you know, got access and who needs access.
What we don't have,
Up there, after.
and I guess we don't need one. Oh,
Yeah.
I know what we can do. See, look here.
Union Square, all the
Bar stations.
When you click on
Oh yeah,
on,
no, definitely.
on working
Back
groups,
a lot
Right.
of car stations right now. I mean,
right here,
We're
Yep.
gonna have
You
food,
get
there should be someplace
this
for
page.
people to
Uh-huh.
food.
and oh, there is a live stream.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm bringing up an.
And then it comes to here. It's just got another link on it.
But we want that.
So-
This is a-
So Monday
we want everybody we can
at Starbucks.
get, or middle class
4 to 6.
people. Who
What does that say?
change the ways
Our weekly
of
meetings are
that
Monday,
are-
4 to 6 at
that are-
Well, we did
Starbucks
we
on
did
Drum.
4 places.
Right. And
Okay, so we need to
I'm not sure. I think I'm not sure I really like that.
Yeah,
date and time, but especially since all the meetings are being moved around, the comms meeting and such, and that's why we were meeting here, but
So do we want
comms
to
isn't,
discuss meetings tonight?
Civic
comms isn't
Center.
even meeting down here tonight, and I'm not sure
Civic
where they're going to be
Center's
meeting
pretty
in
good.
the
I know they
future,
have,
so
people that are
something to discuss
in
is
and out of there.
All walks of life should be, right?
where to have them
Yeah.
and when. 'Cause I was actually thinking
that's
twice a
actually
week
a
would be
mixed
better,
area
but
because you got
we can also
the-
communicate
the-
electronically.
the middle class that walk through there, and since it's
Yes, if it's 6 o'clock, and it's too far away for us to
UN
get to.
Plaza, you're gonna have you got the politicians that
It's not that far.
we need to start
it's
making
in the
realize that
it's
we
up
are
near
still
the Haight
here.
area.
So
It's
I
up in
say
Lower
that's one
Haight.
good spot that we need to hit.
Look it up. You'll see where it is. There's an email for it.
We walk to like 14th and Mission.
So there is food. I'm waiting to hear how much food there is. If there's a lot like I had the other day, I'll feed 101. If then anybody wants to come with us, we're gonna go do an outreach, feed people, talk about Occupy, pass out literature, hit and run. You know, Occupy for the moment.
The one thing I
like it,
before
that's
we
great.
leave this-
So anybody wants to join, that I'm gonna when I bring the food over, I'm gonna leave enough food there, but then we'll take food somewhere else that we come up with. So if anybody wants to think about that, where we can go, who we can do an immediate outreach to. We gotta start bringing people into this movement. You see the same faces all the time. We don't grow. We turn off people. That's what we're good at. We gotta start turning them on.
Come on now, let's be positive here. We turn people on. I talk to people all the time that are like, "Thank you for what you're doing. Keep doing it."
Then join us. And how many of those come down and join us? Zip.
Before we leave,
They're there. They're background support.
Yeah, we're sitting way back.
before we leave the live stream, see, this is like taking one side of everything. I really don't like. We might as well
I
have a
say
Democratic
also
Party
Civic
until
Center
we
would be a good spot.
Oh, are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So
Is our brand going to be used for the next, corn flakes?
we've had people use it to start a credit union. We've had people to start another movement. What else, you know?
Anyway, going back to the live stream here. Should we, I mean, some people seem to have an ability, like myself, to turn a number of people off. Should we have a procedure for excluding them for like 24 hours, 72 hours?
Well, I think what you should do if you're having somebody that's difficult, if everybody in your team agrees this person is difficult, that person should be brought to the meeting and you guys talk to them.
Yeah.
And see if you can resolve the issue by talking it out.
On what?
Then have more drastic measures. But you gotta do the right thing first. Give them a chance to say what they're gonna say, why they have a problem.
So let's do dispute resolution.
Right, so call it something. Call it dispute resolution.
All differences to be worked out between live stream group and then they can't do it comms.
I was.
Basically shove it up on the top.
Yeah, but you have to,
If live stream can't handle it.
that's what you should, try to stop it here.
That's okay, I understand that.
But then again, every issue should be brought to the group and worked out amongst the group. Having that comms thing in there,
Well, just, I think if you say that, if you say that this person, like your official thing, if a member, if the team is in disagreement with a member behavior, the member should come to the group and talk it out. If that's what I'm saying. The more you write down, the more simple it is for these people to understand. Because they got to commit to this. My idea is that when you finish this thing,
us, all
my
of
idea is
us.
when you finish this thing here, when you finish
All of
writing
us.
this, the person should say, by signing this document, I agree to the terms here, and if I can't do that, I leave. I agree to leave. Hello?
That's actually good. It's a
Hello?
contract that pretty much states
Yes?
what Richard said, that you agree to everything or
Every time you
you
switch, it goes.
get out.
I'll be
We're not
home.
saying you can't be part of
I'll be home a little bit after
Occupy,
6.
just
I'll be home
we
like
can't
7
have
o'clock.
people that
I think
are,
different ones are different.
Is that, yeah,
excuse
something
my
like that.
language, fuck ups in this type of thing.
Yeah, I'm going to write your number down now.
Right?
If you don't hear from me
So we're
by
working it out
7,
here. If
it's not on
anybody has any
purpose.
suggestions,
It's just an accident. Call me
Please
anyway.
email me.
But I'll try to call you first.
Occupy1liberty@gmail.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right, so then I'll definitely make a point of calling you.
Now it's Spanish, so it
And how do you
rotates.
spell your name again? It's Zoltan?
Oh, okay, so it may come back up.
That's what I thought. Okay, thank you.
Because the other ones don't seem to have anything.
I like that. Occupy.
Spanish.
Yep.
Interesting name. And he's from England. I thought he'd be Arabic.
So, one of the things. Here, Bill, can you hold this for me for a minute? Thanks. There you go. We had a field operations streamers meeting last night at Chitau's house. There were several people there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.